Anthony Slater here with Darnell Mayberry at the Thunder in-between days update, whatever you want to call it, presented by Bob Morford. The talk today was depth. The Grizzlies really only played 5 guys for the first, 18 minutes of the second half last night, and really the only reason why they subbed is because foul trouble for Zach Randolph. You're writing about it for tomorrow. What did you kind of find out today about depth and how that can really aid the Thunder?
Yeah, the Thunder has a lot of guys that they're comfortable going to off the bench, and they've done that pretty much all season, playing a 10, 11-man rotation, and they feel comfortable throwing anyone out there against the Grizzlies. I thought Derek Fisher made a great point that they've got so many guys that they can throw on Mike Conley, sort of the head of that snake, whether it's Russell Westbrook, Thabo Sefolosha, Derek Fisher, Caron Butler, a lot of different guys that they can throw at him. So I think from that standpoint, the Thunder has an advantage because Memphis doesn't have a very deep bench, and the Thunder, I think that's one of those things, those key matchups in the series that you have to look forward to because I don't think they got the depth to keep up with the Thunder.
How long do you think Memphis can do this? I mean, because the 5 guys they played, they went on a run, a big run. I think they won the third quarter 31-13, had cut it to 2. You know, Dave Yeager mentioned that he thought his players were gassed at one point in the second half. How long do you think Memphis can do this in the series?
I don't think they can do it much longer. I mean, if you look at that third quarter, they used a lot of energy to get back into that game, that 31-13 period, and then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter they didn't have much left, and the Thunder turned it back up. Kevin Durant started getting it going, and at that point it was a ball game. The Thunder went on a 13-1 run, and Memphis really didn't have anything in reserve to get back into the game and stop that run by the Thunder.
Now let's kick you to Coach Scott Brooks and Derek Fisher and see what they had to say about this issue.
Well, yeah, they played their bigs throughout the game. You know, it's one thing that we know going into this series that Zach and Gasol, they're going to play a lot of minutes. They basically played the entire second half. I think Randolph didn't play like 4 minutes. It was a 5th foul. But our bench did a good job. The thing I love about our bench, they rebounded the ball and they didn't turn the ball over. I don't think they had a turnover as a group. And that's solid basketball. We have a good basketball team. That's why we're in this position, because we have guys that can play, guys that understand how to play, and they play well together.
Our big guys are doing a great job, battling down there with Zach and Marc Gasol, and we just have to keep going. You know, if we believe in who we are, and the fact that every member of our team throughout this season has made a contribution and can come in and play minutes, then you shouldn't be holding anything back. And if we get tired, there's somebody right behind us that can come in and get the job done. And so we have to play as though, we have plenty of subs, and we can just keep fighting and exerting however much energy we need to.
Game 2 Monday night, tip time 7 p.m. A big game for the Grizzlies, really a big game for both teams. Remember, the Thunder did win Game 1 last year against Memphis, then lost the next 4. What do you think's the X factor in Game 2?
I think Russell Westbrook is going to be the key to this series. You kind of saw how he was able to alleviate pressure from Kevin Durant, allow him to have a lot more freedom on the floor. Memphis couldn't load up like they did against him last year in the postseason. So I think Russell Westbrook getting off to a great start, just like he did in Game 1, is going to be a big key.
That'll do it for us here at the Thunder Integris Health Center for the Bob Morford update. For the best news coverage team anywhere, stay tuned to newsok.com and every day in Oklahoma.